Hi guys, Mark here. We're here today at Poole Moto in the south of England, and really pleased today to be bringing you a review on the all-new Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. Stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Well, hi there guys, Mark here. Really pleased today to be bringing you a review on the all-new Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. So in the usual fashion, we'll just run through all the specifications on this bike and take it for a test ride, and then we'll finish off with the final thoughts. And again, many thanks to Poole Moto here in the south of England for lending me this bike today. So starting off with the price on these, they're coming in at, well, starting at £4,850, going to £5,050 dependent on what colour you choose. A2 licence compatible. So this is using the same brilliant engine as in the Himalayan. It's called the Sherpa engine. It's a 451.6cc single cylinder double overhead cam with 4 valves, liquid cooled, providing lots of torque. It's very smooth running, it's revvy, it's really good fun engine. All good there, very smooth running, smooth clutch and gearbox, that's great. It's kind of a, you kind of call this a fun, lightweight sort of roadster. So very nice, comfortable, dual padded seat. Coming in at 780mm, so that's quite a nice low seat if you're a beginner to motorcycling. Just take a quick look at me on this bike, and as a reference, I'm 5'7", 170cm, 30-inch inside leg, and I can pretty much get my feet flat down to the floor, so then you can compare that for yourself. It's got an 11-litre fuel tank, not that big, but they're quoting 3.4 litres for 100 kilometres, which is equating to about 82 to the gallon. So you should get well over 150 miles out of this. Read a lot of reports on the Himalayan that people can get about 90 to the gallon out of that, so fantastic in that respect. Quite a lightweight machine, coming in at 184 kilograms wet weight. Got a very smooth shifting 6-speed gearbox. So one of the sort of benefits of this new bike is it really does undercut its main rivals, like the sort of Triumph Speed 400. It's got 2 power modes, sort of sports and eco. Mobile phone connectivity, it's got map navigation, we've got shower forks up front which are non-adjustable, and a rear preload in there, so a rear shock in there which is preload adjustable. Single disc on the front, and the make is Byberry, and a single disc on the rear. Ride-by-wire throttle, assist and slipper clutch which is extremely light, LEDs all round, got a little USB-C just there as well. So the same sort of dash as on the Himalayan, we'll look at that in a minute, the 4-inch TFT. Really nice. I'm ever so pleased to say that it's got a centre stand. Brilliant. That's going to be good for cleaning and maintenance. Now, these engines use recommended oil is 10W40 semi-synthetic. We've got a 120, 160 tyre combination, front and rear, 17-inch wheels, and the tyres are by Seat, kind of like a dual purpose block tread pattern. So quite good service intervals on these of 6,000 miles, and these come with a 3-year warranty, which is excellent. But a really nice looking bike, guys, I'm sure you'll agree. Reminds me a little bit of the Hunter, but with obviously a lot more power. Right then, guys, let's do this test ride. Right, guys, Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. Been looking forward to this. Do like these single cylinders. So easy to swing a leg over, and at 5'7" I can pretty much get my feet flat to the floor, and I've got a 30-inch inside leg. So that's great. So just run through all these controls here. We have a cable clutch, which is assist and slipper, which is non-adjustable for span, but that's fine, it's set at a nice distance anyway. Got your home button, high and low and pass, indicators, horn. There's your sort of menu scroll joystick thing. Little tiny USB-C just there, that's convenient. Over this side, got your mode button, which is going to be sport or eco, start and stop, and your hazards, and front brake is non-adjustable for span as well. So we turn the key, and it says Guerrilla, and same display that we see on the Himalayan. Lots of information there, all your trips, miles per gallon, rev counter, fuel gauge, outside ambient temperature, which is we're the hottest day of the year today. Well, it's saying 36, but it's actually about 33 today, so super hot day. All your warning lights and all that sort of good stuff. So start her up, and straight away that lovely single cylinder thump that we're so used to. Sounds great. Sit quite into the bike. The seat feels very, very padded, very plush indeed. Nice sort of foot position, almost straight down, but just back a little bit. So plenty of leg room here, all good. Easily into first gear, and away we go. Okay, so out on the open road on the all-new Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450, and initial thoughts, guys, very, very good indeed. Absolutely brilliant engine, exactly the same as the Himalayan 450. Lots of torque, revvy, fun, great fun. So let's just run through the bike then. Usual little mirrors that you see on all of these bikes. Actually very smooth and clear, no vibrations in those, so that's good. Decent view behind, and I can see about 30% of my elbow and shoulders, so all in all pretty good there. So the riding position, you know, it's a naked machine, so it's nice and upright. You've got this lovely big padded dual seat, nice leg room. If you were taller than me, say you were 6 foot, you'd still get on well with this. Nice big wide bars, lots of leverage. The steering does feel very light on this, so I just wanted to add that. It's very light in the steering feel. So easy up to top gear, very slick gearbox. So top gear now, just opening it up, look, and it pulls very strongly in top. Well, up to about 95, 100 mile an hour, I would say, with 40 horsepower. I do really like that round 4-inch TFT there. I can see all my speed and my gears. Temperature today 31 at the moment. But I mean, this is kind of like a do everything sort of bike, you know. It's got that good 450 Sherpa engine. You could use this for commuting. I mean, it's got semi-knobbly tyres on it, so you could probably use it for light tracks and trails. Just going to drop it down to 4th gear, 40 mile an hour. Just wind it open a bit for you. Makes a really good roar from that airbox, and it's very keen. You know, you can make good swift progress on this without having to rev it. I mean, here we are now, look, 55 miles an hour, 4,500 revs, nice and smooth. All I can feel is just a few like power pulses coming through the foot pegs. Just pretty bumpy down here, and the suspension's doing a good job. It does feel slightly on the sporty side, rather than being soft suspension. It's a bit more sporty, shall we say, but all in all it's a very nice, compliant, comfortable ride. Cool, it makes a great noise from the airbox when you open it up. Front brake's bedding in, but that's got a good bit of bite. We'll try those properly in a minute. All the switch gear is easy and tactile. You've got all your trip meters, trip 1, trip 2, fuel range there, look, fuel consumption instant, voltage, engine temperature. Let's see how the Guerrilla performs at the slightly lower speeds. Just coming into a 30 limit now into town. Let's pop it into 4th, see if it will hold 4th, 3rd gear, 30 mile an hour. Yeah, that's very happy. There's no sort of snatching in the drivetrain. Throttle response is pretty instant. Off the throttle, on the throttle. Let's just go down to 3rd, slow it down a bit. So there's me off the throttle, back on, off, back on, absolutely fine. I open it up quickly, it does pull very well in that sort of 3000 RPM area. Good news, the fuel injection's good. There's no nasty snatchiness or surging in the fueling. It's nice and sort of upright position. Tons of control. These bars are very wide, so this would make a great machine if you had to do lots of slow stuff, go to work. Still can't feel any heat coming from the engine, and it's an extremely hot day today. Just in first now, just feathering a clutch into 2nd. Engine feels fine, no untoward heat, that's all good. Gently into 3rd, just purring along really happily. Off the throttle to on, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine guys. So the Guerrilla at the lower speed, as you can see, is very well fueled. It's got good manners, very easy to control with these nice big wide bars. It will take 4th gear at 3000 revs without any sort of shuddering in the drivetrain. So yeah, no problems at all at lower speeds on the new 450 Guerrilla. Right, so what's the Guerrilla like at the slightly higher speeds? Just coming onto a dual carriageway now. Nice bit of power coming through 5000 up to 6, just short shifting, taking it steady. So very easily up to about 70 miles an hour, and we are doing about 5,500 revs. The nicer breeze blowing through now, just hitting me square in the middle of the chest, but nothing untoward for a bike of this style, naked machine. Very light steering, very easy to change direction. Bike doesn't feel heavy at all. Just down to 5th to get the revs up a bit. There's a little tiny bit of vibrations coming through the foot pegs, but nothing untoward for a single cylinder. You know, all in all, very, very smooth for a single, very impressive. We'll just do a top gear roll on. So 55, wide open throttle in top gear. And there's your 70. But yeah, about sort of 65, this sort of speed. It's really comfortable on this, it's very happy. Mirrors are clear, lovely, comfortable, sort of chilled out riding position. The engine feels very relaxed, doesn't feel stressed at all. Just winding it open a bit more. Oh, that makes a really good sort of roar up from the airbox. So yeah, no problem at all for the Guerrilla to sit at 70 miles an hour all day. It's impressed me really about the comfort of it. The engine's good fun.
good handling, very compliant for UK roads. It's just that engine's got a really lot of good get up and go to it. Currently averaging, showing 75 to the gallon. Just going down the gearbox. So there you have it, guys. The Guerrilla, absolutely fine at the slightly higher speeds. Just coming out of the 30, opening it up. Great thing with this engine is that it makes decent performance without over revving it. I mean, the maximum power is at 8,000 and the torque is nice and low, so you know, sort of 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. I'm going along at a nice rate of knots now, and the engine doesn't feel stressed in the slightest. No heat at all from the engine, can't feel that at all today. So far I'm really liking this. I do love these 450 sort of small size bikes. I mean, there seems to be like the trend happening now, doesn't it, of these sort of size bikes. Right, we're just trying the brakes, front and rear together. Ooh, very good indeed, no problems there. Down to second, we're just going to short shift through that lovely mid-range. Very nice slick gearbox, smooth clutch, brilliant. So currently at the moment, been on this for about half an hour, showing 75 to the gallon. But I'm thinking it'll probably do well over 80 on a run. So 180 or so kilos wet weight, and it feels very light indeed. It's a very nice handling bike. These bars really do change direction. The steering's very, very light on it. Just down to fifth gear now. Those dual purpose Say It tyres feel absolutely fine to me. No need to change those out. Just front brake again on its own. It's got a good bit of bite there. It's lovely. Fifth gear, 3,000. Quite happy at this sort of speed. We'll try it through town in a minute. We're just opening that up. It's very keen. I say, what's nice about these 450 engines as opposed to sort of like the 20 horsepower engines that Royal Enfield make, is they've just got that extra bit of power, you know, from 70 mile an hour upwards. They've got quite a lot in reserve, so absolutely pulling really strongly up this hill, no problems at all. Yeah, this bike it's light, fun, lots of character. Very well priced, starting at 4,850. That's superb value, and good reputation for reliability from this engine. So yeah, if you're looking for a do everything sort of street bike that could potentially go off road a bit as well, take a look at one of these. That gearbox is so light, it's really nice. Lovely noise. So we'll just see how it goes into neutral. It just literally falls in there. Little sound check. Lovely. Right, we'll just pop it onto high beam with the indicators running. So LEDs, which is a nice touch, and oh yeah, those lights look very bright, so no problems with night riding. And we got this integrated indicators and brake light going on there. Just give you a little look at that dash. Very nice indeed. That can all be paired to your phone for navigation. So superb. Let's just see what it's like to put it onto the centre stand, which is really nice to have a centre stand. absolutely fine onto the centre stand. Great. So yeah, so far really nice. Let's push that off, see what it's like on the old steering lock. Not a brilliant steering lock, goes from there to there, but it does the job to turn it around. Right, let's take a look under the seat. Pretty certain the key is there. Let's have a look under the seat, shall we? So under the seat, we have that that socket, which is for the front wheel, same as Himalayan. Quite tidy. Battery, ABS unit, all your relays. Plug it in for the diagnostics connector. So that's all nice and simple. No problems there at all. No storage, unfortunately. So there you are, guys. The all new Guerrilla 450. Quite a handsome looking machine. So let's just run through all the bits. So non-adjustable front forks by Showa, but they do give a very good quality ride. The bike sort of feels slightly firmer than sort of average, if you know what I mean. So it's not really firm, but it's not like really soft. It's kind of in the middle, maybe a little bit more in terms of the suspension setup. So slightly sporty. These dual purpose tyres, absolutely fine by Sayat. Obviously liquid cooled with a radiator guard, that's nice. Oh, we have a long-ish mudguard. People are going to like that. Superb. Little sort of belly pan there. Engine star of the show. Really nice, these engines. Lots of grunt from low RPM. They're quite a revvy little engine, but you don't need to rev it because most of the power's between about sort of 4 and 5. So superb little engine there, nice and smooth. Dinky little exhaust. All your kind of emissions has got to be that big box in there. Grab handles for your passenger. So I really like the fact that it's got a centre stand. That's made my day. But looking around the bike, all the welds, the paint on the frame looks nice quality. It's very deep. I like the fact they always give lots of different colour options on these. That's superb. Really nice padded seat, that. Very nice indeed. It's not a big bike. It's not heavy off the side stand, so that's great. All simple sort of stuff, really. So there you are, guys. If you're kind of in the market for an A2 40 horsepower kind of do everything street bike, it does undercut the competitors by a few £100, and it rides really well. The engine's really exciting, it's fun, it's good through town, it's just really easy to handle. I think Royal Enfield are going to do well with this one. So yeah, think of it as a more powerful hunter, shall we say. Anyway, guys, please, I'm sure you'll have lots of comments. Don't forget to post your comments down below. Give me a like, please, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll bring you another review in a week or so. Ride safe, guys. All the best, and bye for now.